And then, as you mentioned, cryptocurrency companies very intentionally play a game where they try to position themselves out of jurisdictions and in places where it's going to be expensive or politically difficult for the U.S. to enforce its laws, right? That's part of the tactic, and we've talked about it on half a dozen of these episodes. But, like, that doesn't apply to Coinbase. That doesn't apply to Kraken. That doesn't apply to anyone who's in a place with a pretty comfortable extradition treaty. Like, there's still a lot of people who are still potentially in play, and a lot of other people who can have their life made immeasurably more difficult, if that is the tactic that U.S. law enforcement and regulators are actually intending to go with. But like you said, there's reason to bet against that. And I think that, like, part of the regulator inaction we've seen over the last few years is what is kind of really driving the manufactured outrage we've seen in the cryptocurrency ecosystem in response to this, right? Is that, oh, now you're going to say these are securities? I've been doing this for years and now it's a problem? Cool, SEC. I've been even trying to talk to you about my process where I rubber stamp any token that comes into my office and you wouldn't even listen. Like, and so, like, the fact that there has been nothing means when there is something, it's such a jarring contrast that you get these, we don't list securities, period. End of story. Could never happen. We're way too careful about these tokens, including one token that as soon as it was listed, published a press release that said, Power Ledger's power token skyrockets on Coinbase debut. Clearly decentralized, clearly not a security. Right. End of story, period. It's manufactured. It's fake. It's
it's up to the point where I recall a specific lawyer who I won't name on cryptocurrency Twitter doing a little mini thread about how this was outrageous that this insider trading guy was getting charged with obvious insider trading. It's not outrageous. I think everybody is looking at this and going, wow, yep. That looks like insider trading, and those sure as shit look like securities. That's been everyone's response who has a working brain, and to see this lawyer genuinely trying to... It's fun. You need somebody to defend every criminal, and I'm glad there are people there to do it. But the arguments were so silly, and they amounted to, like... I basically what I've heard, the best arguments for this not being insider trading and people who suggest... Do you remember there was someone who said to us, like, what if you gave, maybe these people wouldn't be insider trading if they got more equity or they got more, if they got better terms on their employment. And it's like, so bribe people to not do the worst possible thing financially. I don't know. It's insane to me, these takes at all. If you want to defend the guy, you know, cool. That he needs defenders. That's great. Everybody needs a someone to defend them when this kind of thing is happening. That's part of the American system, thankfully. But yeah, weak arguments from these people, at least online. Hopefully his lawyer does a better job than these people were doing.
Well,